Thanks for watching this video. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about the SR15 family of rifles by Knight's Armament Company. There are a lot of questions that I get about what makes the SR15 so special, why is it worth the price, and what are some of the features on it that make it such a good rifle. To get it started, here is an SR15, a 16-inch version of it. There are a couple modifications to this. There is a Magpul stock that is added to this rifle. The normal SR15 E3, when you get it, comes with the SOP mod stock, and it comes with the normal A2 grip as well. So you can tell we have a couple modifications here. We also have the Magpul forearm grip here, and this is the first generation where it has a full-length front rail. It's not the slick-sided rail. It also has the MT4 A2 type flash hider on it, and we also added a bigger charging handle. So one of the features of the SR15 that I personally like are the iron sights, and you have micro flip up and integrated front sight into the rail. It also is ambidextrous. The fire controls are ambidextrous. You have an ambi magazine release. You also have a ambi bolt release, but the bolt hold open is left side only. It also has QD sling attachments as well on this iteration of the SR15. The second generation of the SR15, I guess you would call it the second generation, but it comes with the URX slick-sided rail, and this is actually a first generation SR15 that I have the new rail actually put on. So this isn't technically the second generation, but this is kind of what it looks like. As you can tell, the slick-sided rail does not have the rail slots here. It's considerably lighter. I also put the Magpul CTR stock on this as well, but I retain the A2 grip, and we have a triple tap, which is Knight's compensator. Essentially, this is a machined out of Inconel, and it's a compensator, and it's a very good compensator actually. You can really, when you shoot the gun, the muzzle does not climb at all. So if you're doing the 1 to 5 drill, this front end doesn't move. Yeah, it's really a nice feel to it. The other thing about the SR15 family is that they come in they also come in short barrel versions. So here we have two 10.5-inch first generation SBRs. You can tell this is the one with this exposed gas block, and I really like this particular style. The front sight post is mounted to the gas block like that. And the second generation, I believe, is more of a full-length kind of rail. And then the third generation, or what they call the Costa Upper, is a full, I believe it's a 9-inch rail, and it comes all the way up to the almost to the end of the barrel. And if you watch the old Magpul videos with Chris and Travis, you can see their SR15 SBRs and how long that rail is. I personally like this particular short rail the best. I just like the way it looks, and for me, using this particular Surefire light, I could still get a pretty good grip on it. I also liked running the new EOTech on it, the EXP, I guess it is. I don't really like running the aim point as much anymore. I just have a better vision, field of vision when I use the EOTech. Now, we'll talk about suppressors, but you can, with the triple tap, you need the triple tap or the Knight's QD A2 flash hider to mount the NT4. And the NT4 mounts just like this. As I said in my other video, this is a rather old style suppressor, an old technology. It's I believe this was started to be manufactured in the late 90s, and so when you compare the NT4 to newer suppressors like the AAC, this is a 762 SDN can, this is a 308 can, but you can use it for 223. The NT4 is definitely not as quiet, to be very honest with you, and even the guys at Knights, I'm sure, would admit that. This suppressor is not as quiet as this suppressor, but the robustness and durability of the NT4 is absolutely without question. This suppressor is made from Inconel, and for those of you that don't know what Inconel is, it's essentially a nickel alloy. They use it on the space shuttle, and it gets stronger as it gets hotter. The outer sleeve is stainless steel, I believe, but the interior baffling is Inconel, as well as the housing is Inconel as well. Now, the SDN is also Inconel. This is Inconel on the inside, but I believe it's aluminum on the outside. It might be steel, but it's actually not that heavy, so I'm guessing it's an aluminum exterior, but it could be steel. This is also a very durable suppressor, but you can really feel the difference in durability when you actually hold the NT4. Now, getting back to the SR15 about why it's such a good rifle, there's a couple things that the SR15 SBRs and the full length share, and that's the improved and enhanced bolt. It's a proprietary bolt, and it has rounded teeth on it for durability and strength. The 16-inch version of the SR15 also has a proprietary length gas tube, and it's a very soft shooting rifle, and that's probably the first comment that people will say when they shoot an SR15, is just how remarkably soft shooting it is. And while that might not mean a lot to a lot of people, for the recreational shooters such as myself, we really like to have soft shooting, low impulse rifles. And this SR15 really is all of that. It's got a beautiful fit and finish, which, you know, maybe doesn't appeal to everybody, but for recreational shooters it might appeal to us, and it certainly appeals to me. How does this compare to other 223 rifles? Well, we'll bring up the HK556 rifle. As you know from my other videos, I'm a big HK fan as well as a Knights fan, and it's this 556 is considerably heavier than the SR15. The 556 is a match rifle, so to speak. It's got a heavy barrel. It's got a pretty nice heavy rail on it as well, and but it's also a really great rifle. If I were to compare it to a 16-inch SR15, you can tell that they're about the same length. If I see if I can push that in. You get the idea. So you can see that the 556 rail is a little shorter, which is the same on the 762 and SR25. When we did that comparison, the Knight rail was longer. So we have one more iteration of the SR15, and this is the Nighthawk iteration of it. This was the special package between Knights and Nighthawk and Strider knives. I do have another video on this particular package, and you can look at that, but I'll show it to you again, and just how really nice this is. You can see the ball peening on the barrel here, as well as on the hand guard, as well as the grip, and you can see the logos are interconnected on the stock here. And this rifle is actually very light. It's even lighter than the normal SR15, probably because of the ball peening here. Now the new SR15 iteration, the Mod 1, there's a couple changes on that SR15. You can look it up on the Knights website. There are a couple cosmetic changes. The rails are the rail is a slick-sided rail, and I believe the flash hider is different. So that's it for the SR15. If you have any questions, you can post it onto the video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you.